Welcome to Jay's Techie Crown. If you're watching my channel for the first time, please subscribe. Come, let's get into the video. Today we are going to see how we are going to look into the update strategy on joiner and lookup. So if you look here, you can see that what is an update strategy transformation. So if you want to update some records in the table, target table, I could see that in the previous session we have seen the employee table. Now this is the employee table. You can see the records flowing in the employee table over here. Yeah, so you can see the results over here. So if you want to move the records from the employee table to employee target table, it will be an truncate and load. So it will be an insert. So once after inserting the data into this table, if you want to update few records, for example, if you want to update the name for this 78392 of King into something like Queen or some John, then you have to do an update based on this employee number. So we can also do an update or insert, delete, reject. So if you want to do anything like any of these four options, you can perform using the update strategy. So you can see dd insert is the code. So or you can insert a value 0, or you can enter the flag as dd update if you want to update the record, or you can mention as 1, or dd delete 2, or dd reject as 3. So we can also do this using session level and mapping level. We can see how to do this on session level and mapping level. So basically, update strategy is used to do update, delete, insert, or dd reject. Generally, we won't use update for inserts. We use it only for deletes and updates. Come, let's see how to do an update strategy. So as you previously know that we used to do a insert and update. So let's go and create a new mapping. So I have already imported the table employee and department. I have shown in the screen. Let's go to mapping directly and create the mapping over here. Go to mapping designer, click on mapping, create. We are going to update. So m underscore update m underscore update department table, sorry, employee target, employee TGT table. So I'm creating a mapping. We have the employee table over here. Do we have the, let me import the employee target. So targets, import from database, connect to the HR schema, click connect. It is connected now. Let me go to tables, click on tables and the employee TGT. Yeah, so I'm just importing this table, employee TGT, click OK. Yeah, now the employee table is imported into target database. So you can see the table over here. Save it. Click on Ctrl S, and then go to the mapping designer. Yeah. So since we haven't done anything and saved the mapping, it is showing us invalid, the red symbol. Let us go and pull the sources and targets. So my source is Oracle source, employee table. Drag the employee table. Yeah, so now we got the employee table. Let us pull the target table. Okay, so now we are going to see how to load the data into the employee target table using the update strategy. So go to transformation. So go to the transformations, click on create. We are going to pull the update strategy, click on update, update UPD underscore employee naming convention. So click on this, click done. As I said before, select all, drag it to the employee update strategy transformation, and then select all, drag it over here. So here we are going to do an insert. So because you can see here, if you go to the table and click on employee target table, currently the table is empty. Yes, currently the table is empty. So we are going to move the records from employee table into employee target table. It's going to be an insert. So it is having 17 records currently. So it is going to be 17 records. Now let me click on employee TGT. Yeah. So yes. So now currently I'm going to update it. So as I said before, go to properties. So once you go to the properties, update strategy expression, either you can give us DD update, DD insert, and DD delete or DD reject. Now I'm going to give us DD insert, or you can also mention the flag. So you know that the DD insert, the flag is 0. If you given 0 by default, it is going to be insert. If you're going to mention as 1, it is going to be update, and in case of 2, it is going to be delete. In case of 3, it is going to be reject. So now here I want to go on do an insert. I am going to give DD insert over here. Let us try with this option. Yeah, so mention DD insert update. Yeah, so control S saved. Now we can see that the red flag would have gone from here. Yeah, so now it is valid. Let's go on generate a workflow. Let's go to the workflow manager, click on workflow, create WF underscore update employee TGT. Employee TGT. Yeah, so click on OK. So it will be asking for the session. So click on session. We are going to use this update employee target table. Just link this. Yeah. So now next step is to configure the connections. So now you can see that the workflow update employee is valid. Click on this. Go to mapping. Click on SQ employee. Oracle source. You know that the owner name is HR, user schema, source table names EMP, target table. As I said before, go to normal, and then since it is going to be insert, remove update. This is mapping level. So initially I said that mapping level and session level. So in the mapping level, I have given the insert option. You can see the update strategy. It is having DD inserts. This is the mapping level, or we can directly remove this update strategy, and then at the session level we can mention just an insert. I will show you how to do update as well. Now we remove this. Let's have the truncate option, but the table is still empty. We can we can have this truncate option during this run. EMP TGT is the target table name. Click on OK. Yeah. So now it is valid. So currently we configure the connections and we have the update strategy. This update strategy is going to do an insert. Let us check the data here before executing. It is 0 records are there currently. Let's go on execute this task now. Start workflow. Now it should open the workflow monitor and should show the status of this particular job. Let's wait for the workflow monitor to open. Yeah, now you can see the workflow monitor. Click on connect. Yeah, it's showing us running. Let's go to the properties and see the properties. So now we can see the stats over here. It's going to show you how many records it's going to insert into the target table. So this is for DD insert. Yeah, now we can see the source has pulled 17 records and target is also having 17 records. The job got succeeded. Let's go to the table and see the count of employee target table. Yeah, now we can see the target table is having 17 records, same as that of employee table. Now let's go and see how to do DD update over here. Let me go to this main table and update one of the record. Let's update the record for this first record 7839. Let's do one thing. Let me write an update the table name. Table name is emp set ename equals to John, where emp number equals to 7839. Yeah. So let me write an update script and then run this update statement. I'm not sure if this is a varchar or integer. So let's run this update. So update employee table set ename equal to John. And so instead of King, instead of King, I just want to update it as John. Yeah. So one row updated. Let us commit this. Now let's go and check what is the table data over here. Yeah, so now the record is updated from King to John. Let us remove this, let us change the DD update, DD insert to DD update over here. For just insert, I have given us DD insert. Now we are going to update the record. So we are going to update only a single record. Let's change this to DD update. Click on OK, save it, and then go to the workflow manager. We have enabled the truncate option so that it will go and truncate the record, but this time I don't want to go and truncate the data. So let us go to target table and then remove this truncate target table option, and currently it is insert. Let's remove this insert and make it as update. Currently we are going to only update the record, so I am clicking on this one, saving it. So this time it is not going to change, it's not going to truncate the 17 records. Instead, it is going to update the record. You can see that now. Start workflow. If I enable the truncate option, now it should have, if I enable the truncate option, then it should have only 17 records with new changes. But instead of truncate, now it is going to update these records because I have disabled the truncate option here. So currently it is running. So you can see that this is rejected 70 records because primary key is missing. You can get the information from the session log. Now I'm going to create a primary key on this employee number column so that these records are not getting rejected. Let's go there. Either we can create a primary key, a logical or a physical primary key. Now I'm going to make a logical primary key. So you can go to the target table here and then click on this. Click on the target table, go to the columns and then make sure it is a primary key, employee number. Click apply, click OK. So once you, after clicking this, you can see this key symbol. Click save. And again, come back to the mapping designer. Now we can see the key symbol over here. Go to the workflow manager, click refresh. Since we made the change to the mapping, so we need to refresh it. So once it's refreshed, we'll be able to run and then view the data. Yeah, now it is refreshed. So control click save. Right click and then click on validate. It's validated, saved. Now right click and start workflow. Let's go to the workflow monitor. Now it is running. Yeah. Now we can see that all the 17 records are updated because we don't have the truncate option enabled. Let's go to the table and see the records. Yeah, so we updated the king to John. Let's go to the employee target table. Select start from emp underscore tgt table and check for this record 7839. Yes, here also it is updated to John. So update strategy is working fine. So if you want to specifically update for only specific record instead of all the 17 records, then we can use the where class. So how do the use the where class? You can go to the expression transformation and then filter over there, or use a filter transformation and then pass only for the specific record to just update for the specific employee number. So previously it was rejecting the record because there was no primary key or logical key on the table. Now I have created the logical key. So I have shown you how to create a logical key. So this is how we have to use the update strategy to update or insert the record into the target table. If you how to update the record without update strategy. Now let us see how to do that. So we can just remove this update strategy and then I will show you. Yeah, so we can remove this update strategy and then we can directly connect from here. Either if you want to update for all the records, you can just connect everything, or if you want to connect for only specific record, then apply a filter transformation and then pass only for this particular record. Let me go to properties and here SQL query, or you can go to source filter. You just want to do for a specific record for employee number equals to, what is the employee record number? It is 7839. So select the 7839, pass it. Okay, so now I'm going to just pass only one record. I'm going to update only for this record. So currently I updated it as John. Let me change again to see whether it's working or not. Update emp set emp number equals to emp ename, ename equal to Smith, where emp number equals to 7839. Yeah, so let us run this SQL. Yeah, one row is updated. Let's go to the employee table, check the record whether it's updated or not. Yeah, now it is updated to Smith, but how it is there in employee target table? So in employee target table still it is John. Let us add this condition. So we are going to just update only for this record. Let us run for this particular record and see what is the name. So employee target table, it is John, but currently here it is Smith. Yeah, so we are going to update this John to Smith over here. Let's go to the mapping. We have updated the mapping. So currently there is no update strategy. So without update strategy, how to update this mapping? Let's go over here. Here you can see an option called properties under session. Here the treat sources as data driven. Instead, I'm going to change it as update. This is doing at session level. That's it. Click on OK and then click refresh. Yeah, validate, save. Now it says start workflow. Let's move on to the workflow matter. Yeah, currently it is running. Now we should see the change for only one record. Yeah, it is continuing to run. Now you can see that it took 1 hour 50 minutes and succeeded. So now currently it pulled only one record from source and updated only one record in the target. Let's go to the table and run this employee target table. Now this should be updated from currently it was John. Let's see what is the record. Yeah, now it is updated to Smith. All the other records will be remaining same. So this is the session level. Previously I explained to you how to do at the mapping level and how to do at the session level. So this is how the update strategy works in Informatica.